So we have this lovely question here. If you're not seeing the words properly, in the description box below there's a link to the image on our Facebook page. So feel free to check that out, try the question before, and come back and look at the solution video. So this question tells us about an empty flower vase. Okay, the total height is 20 centimeters, which is this 12 plus this 8. And it is made from two containers. The top container is in the form of a cuboid, which has a square base of 3 centimeters and a height of 12. The bottom container is in the form of a cuboid as well, with dimensions 15 centimeters by 9 centimeters by 8 centimeters. They're also telling us that 1 1/8 liters of water is poured into the empty vase, and they want us to find the height of the water level from the base of the vase. Alright, so we're dealing with volume. Alright, we have volume here in liters, but we have dimensions in centimeters here. So what we would want to do is change this volume of water that was poured into here into centimeters cubed. We know that 1000 centimeters cubed is equal to 1 liter. We also know that 1/8 of a fraction is the same as 0.125. Okay, if you didn't know that, you could also find out what 1/8, right, of a liter is equal to by finding 1/8 of 1000. Okay, and this will give you 125 centimeters cubed. Right, so this means that 1 1/8 liters in centimeters cubed is 1000 plus 125, which will give you 1125 centimeters cubed. And this is the volume of water that was poured into this container. So let's try to find the volume of this bottom part here. Right, so we're going to find the volume of this bottom part of the vase. Okay, so the volume of the bottom, all right, is equal to, well, it's a cuboid. So cuboid, the volume for cuboid is the length by the width by the height in any order. You have your length, your width, and your height. Okay, this will be 15 by 9 by 8, which will give you 1080 centimeters cubed. Right, so just looking at this, we could see that the base is completely filled, right? Because 1080, which is the bottom of the vase, is less than 1125 centimeters cubed. So let's see how much water was left. Okay, the volume of water left is 1125 minus that 1080. This will give you 45 centimeters cubed. Now this 45 centimeters cubed here, alright, is what is filled here, and we don't know what height it is filled to. Okay, we don't know what height that water is filled to. So we do know that we have a base here, it's a square base, right? And that square base has dimensions 3 centimeters by 3 centimeters by 3 by 3. Okay, so we could find the volume. We know that the volume of water, right, in the top is 45 centimeters cubed. We know that the volume in the top is equal to some base, some length by width by a height. Okay, we know the length, right, it's 3. We know the width, it's also 3, but we don't know what the height is, and the height, some height is what we want to find, right? Okay, so this is 3 multiplied by 3 will give us 9 multiplied by some height to give us 45. Now you should know what inverse operations are, Alright, so our 9 here, if we're multiplying by 9, the inverse of the opposite operation would be to divide by 9. And 45 divided by 9 is 5. So 5 centimeters cubed is the height. Now, it is not the height from the base, right? This is the height from the base of the top container. This is how high the water level is in the top container. So what we want to find is the height of the water of the level of water from the base of the vase. Okay, so the height from the base will be this 5 centimeters cubed plus the height of the bottom container, which is 8. And this will give you a height of 13 centimeters. And that is the answer to this question.